There you go.
I'm Jacque Martin. I'm with Arkansas Tea Party Alliance, also mainly a concerned citizen. I've worked with David Sanders on some of his bills, and I really appreciate his help in understanding what the legislature is trying to do, moving forward with the reform in healthcare. However, with my background, 27 years of experience in healthcare information technology with major corporations in the United States, I just have a question, Senator Sanders, on the amended portion of SB956. You're taking out the part for the personal identifiers, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because that was my main objection to this bill.
And if I might answer her, Mr. No, I think that's a great point. And what to Dr. Thompson's point, we wanted that out of there, and that is, you know, we're interested in collecting
the data.
Information and data, not who an individual is.
Yes,
so,
and that was my main concern on this.
It was a concern of mine too, as well.
Okay.
So,
the other question I would have is how this fits into the overall scheme of moving the administration of the Affordable Care Act from the federal level to the state level, and what is that going to cost the state? And what are the cost overruns? Have we done any estimates on that? That is my main concern with this type of legislation.
That is a good question. Ms. Martin, I think one of the things that this will allow us to do is to begin to do the process. One of the things that we, as you know, we are required to do with particularly private option is to study, to look at what we have been doing in terms of the spend. As last year we were a little over the budget cap. This year I think we're running around $18 under that budget cap. So this is a tool that will not only help with addressing those issues, but it is a tool that will help address sort of system-wide, you know, what's happening in healthcare. As you know, your vast experience in the industry, data is sort of key, and there are a lot of people who want to sell you their expertise, and we've paid a lot for expertise, and probably will pay for more.
Right.
But this
is well worth it too.
Yeah, it absolutely, it can be. And again, I think this is something that has been pursued. What this bill does is really puts a framework, a governance structure that takes into consideration that we all share. I appreciate what you said about personal identifiable data. That's out. We've taken that out. And it really is about the data and allowing and really empowering consumers, which I know we both agree on that.
My further question is, since the Senate and the House has recently passed, I don't know the time of it, but it's SB956, to hold going forward with the state exchange until the opinion on the King versus Burwell comes out from the Supreme Court. How does this impact all the legislation that we're trying to push through this legislative session on the state taking over the administration of the Affordable Care Act for the federal level?
Yeah, this does not have anything to do with
that.
No, ma'am.
Okay, those were my main points of objection. Thank you for answering.
Well, I appreciate your support. Thank you. I appreciate your questions.
Any questions from anybody else?
Members, are any questions for Ms. Martin? We appreciate your testimony.